Hello, everybody. Welcome, Rosie and Corina Psych Investigators.
Ooh, hello, everybody. Hello.
So, Corina and I have been talking today for a while, and Corina had a really interesting story and insight about Ghislaine Maxwell. So, go ahead, Corina, share the story. Okay, I'll just.
Okay.
So,
Um, I was out running some errands, and as we were heading home before I was going to meet up with Rosie, my husband was playing a news report in the car, and it was a reporter talking about the whole Ghislaine, is what I call her. Sorry if I get it wrong. And how basically she's just a fingernail away from being free. And I could just feel this hitting me as this report is being talked about. And I could feel this anger taking hold of me that was so intense and so overwhelming. I just wanted to scream. I wanted to punch. I just wanted to, oh, and I could just feel this building inside me. I felt like a caged animal in the car because this collective feeling was overwhelming me. And I could feel what was to come. What is to come with this happening? And, we've talked about how this is going to go down. We've talked about the effects, but I'm telling you, it's coming. And it felt like every person, especially women and their families and their loved ones, I'm going to speak for the collective
mm,
here for a minute because I would say most women in their lives have had some sort of abuse. Doesn't matter what it is. We've all been touched inappropriately. We've had things said to us. We've had things done to us. So it is a huge, huge trauma response for people. And trauma can set people off in many different ways. And that's what it feels like to me, that this is such a massive hit to people. It creates this trauma that we've already been in.
mm,
And so for me, it feels like, the collective is rising up from this. And I'm sorry to say, but it actually even felt more like a civil, if they want a civil war, this is what's going to create it because this is going to spark such outrage. And honestly, I can feel it. I can feel the outrage coming. I can feel this coming, how massively big it is. And why do you think he's now talking about National Guard? He's preparing what's to come. It's not because cities are overrun with crime. There is not that going on. He is preparing for what is to come when he frees her, or they say he's innocent, or she's innocent. Oh my gosh, people are going to not be able to handle that. So just know that it's time. It is time for America to rise up. I think this is what we're going to see. This is what he's preparing for, why he's, saying he's going to call the National Guard. For it's not for crime. It's for his crime,
mm-hmm.
his crimes, what he's done. And it feels so big to me. It was very overwhelming to get all that out to Rosie because I just feel like we're at this point of we have to rise up, and
Mm-hmm.
we are going to rise up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to involve a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of mud that's going to be slung. There's going to be so many things. Look over here, do this, don't. So just be prepared for the chaos that's about to come. Keep your head and your eyes on the prize. Don't get into all this because it is about to get, I want to say, bad shit crazy. It really does feel like a revolt to me.
Okay. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Okay. That's great, Corina. That's great. So, I was thinking we will elaborate a couple of things here that you talked about.
Yes.
One is like what's going on with this woman right now? And because I feel like I saw something says that like she's, oh, poor Ghislaine, there's death threats against her. They could also be putting it out to be like, oh, but she has to be freed. Oh, you were saying, Corey, did you just
Yeah.
mention today that they said it's a work release? Remember you
Work
said
really.
that's
Yeah.
it.
What is she gonna do? Go out and
Yeah,
traffic
yeah.
more
She's like,
kids?
hi, I need to go work at a high school. No, something seriously, like,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Right.
What the hell? So are they going
Yeah.
to let others out for
Hmm.
work? No.
That's right.
This is such
That's
bullshit.
right.
Everything you hear is going
That's
to
right.
be
Yeah.
BS.
So
Everything.
that's okay. Wow. So what is going? Okay. So let's see. What is I? We
How
just need to
fired up I
see. Yeah. So what's
yeah,
going on with
it's disgusting.
Lane right now, and what happens?
And she thinks she's going to be freed, but you know, she's not safe anywhere.
That's right. That's right. I
She's
remember. Yeah, I
she,
remember thinking that she may actually not be free in the end. It may not. Like, but we'll see. Do you see? Let's see. Do we? Let's see if we see her on the street, like living a normal life, whatever. It's like, let's see. Okay, what? Let's see
okay.
what's going on with
Okay.
her. Let's see what does she know about what's happening. Okay, let's see what does Ghislaine Maxwell know about what's happening.
Wow.
Darling, darling, I can hardly wait to see you. I spent my days here in this disgusting, awful prison, targeted because I come from a different class. And soon enough, I will be out of here. And I see that she's walking around in prison, like, oh, I'm out. So she knows, just like, while they're telling, well, I got something. See, the 19th. The 19th would be next week, next Tuesday. The
Yeah.
lawyer's saying to her, on the 19th, you're out a night where you're going to be transferred, and nobody's going to know where you went. So, all right, darling. So I see that that's right there. I see the prison gate opening, and then
Yeah.
she's wearing normal clothes and like hugs people. But what happens? And then but I see immediately as soon as, because the prisoners also hate her. Everybody hates her. Like, she's not a good
Yeah.
person. She's not, some criminals, like they can be popular. Nobody likes her, not just because of what she did, but she's a bad person. She's not
Right.
awful.
Exactly.
So women, especially like the women in those prisons, even it's who's there too, the one from Toronto. It's like, it is kind of messed up. Like, if you're gonna free her, then free other people, because she's
Yeah.
committed
Exactly.
heinous crimes. This woman has.
Yes.
She's not
And
like,
she needs to be out to work.
yeah. So I see that she
Yeah.
may even have somebody punched her already. The women
Oh yeah.
are ready, because
Yeah.
a lot of them were victims of abuse. So they're like, bitch,
Exactly.
are you serious? Like, so okay. So then I see her. That's right. Then the next day, there's like, I see. Okay, that's it. Then it's in the news. Ghislaine Maxwell transferred. Nobody knows where she is. And then I see an airport. What? She could. That's crazy to me. She could try. She could leave. Could she leave? Say yes.
Yes. Because they'll set it up for her to
That's
leave.
right. That's right. And I see that
Because
she goes
they
to
don't
the
want her
UK.
talking.
I think she goes to the because she's close to Prince. Is that right? Well, that's where
Yeah.
she's from, the UK. But I feel okay. So then,
I
wow.
don't
So
think she's
yeah,
safe anywhere, though. I really don't. I don't think wherever she goes, she's not
that's
safe.
right.
She's
That's
gonna
right.
have to either hide out or be
So
offed.
okay. So then what happens? I see that she's like, and then she goes. Even she could go to. I see a village. Like, it could be. There's. It's funny. By the way, JD Vance went to Cotswolds Village. That's a very popular with models and upper class British people who I go to a tiny little house. I've got a cottage in the Cotswolds or whatever. And then she may try to go to France, like a tiny, and everywhere she goes, people throw things at her, throw eggs at
Yes.
her, like, and I see
Yeah.
people cussing her in French, whatever, like
Yeah.
things like people, old school people, like French people, like throwing things at her, like, that's right. It's like,
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
even whatever language you speak, you outlet her.
Yeah.
And so she gets no respect anywhere. And then I see that eventually she might be returned. I feel like as soon as Trump goes, she may have to go back, because come on.
Yes. It's all he's not legit. So
That's
everything
right.
he's
And
done.
it's saying nobody wants her. Like it's not like anyone's like, oh, Ghislaine, she's free speech. No, she has
No,
nothing. Nobody cares, and like nobody likes her, and everybody thinks it's wrong because it is wrong. And it's saying it's not the case. For example, where there's like some egregious mistrials, right? Like with the O.J. Simpson or something like that.
right, right.
No, it's saying no, but she was condemned. She got a high. She went to prison. Everybody was like, there was no doubt about it. So anywhere,
No, and
and
it happened even under Trump's watch the first time.
that's right.
So why all of a sudden is she
Hmm.
innocent?
That's right.
Why
So
didn't you find that the
that's
first
right.
time?
I see that she's eventually. I think she could because I feel like even her own country, no country wants her around because
No.
it's like no, it's a bad example. So I think she's eventually going to. So okay, so 2025. So then I see interesting. I see this like kind of like a timeline, and then it comes to early 2026, January or February. She goes back to prison
Yeah.
actually because she nobody like again it's a terrible thing. She becomes a symbol of Trump actually,
Yes.
and like a lack of justice and corruption and all that, the dirtiest thing, okay, the worst. So and I see that wherever she goes there's like protests, like loudspeakers, like she's not, but that's right, she can't have peace. No, she can't, she could not. So wow, okay, all right. And I see she gets
Yeah.
phone calls. It's like it's a mess for her because really, and she's like, oh, maybe prison was not so bad. And then I see interesting that she has an interview in some TV. It's like, so Ghislaine, do you regret? Would I ever regret? I've done nothing wrong. There is absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
What's wrong with all these people, these girls that lies about me because they want money? And I see it again, and people are even more disgusted because it's the narcissist, right? You know how they love to
Right.
say, no, 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 I'm going to change the story. I'm going to tell them they're going to believe me because I'm so smart. I'm so above. And I think the more she talks, the worse she looks, and people just hate her. So, and he's saying there's like even, I don't think attempts on her life. I don't think, but people hate her so much that
Yeah.
cities have to spend all the money, like with all the phone calls to her house because people throw stones, they burn things, they do. So, so again, that's it. She's gonna go back to prison. I see again that she goes back to jail,
Hmm.
and I do see her actually like, I don't think it's murder, but like she kills herself, like because she can't. Does it make sense? Nobody believes her anymore.
Yeah.
Like nobody.
Yeah.
Things are moved on, and she gets beat
She
up constantly.
she's has the mentality of one of the
Right.
victims. Nobody believes her. Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
That's right.
You know,
No,
because
no.
that's how they treat the victims. They don't
That's
believe the
right. That's right. Exactly.
victims.
But she's like the narcissism is like, no, I am an innocent person. It's like they stole things from me. They made it up or like, whatever and just people are just like, even the interviewers are like professional. They're like, what? Are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
because people just can't believe that she has the gall to say that. So anyway, and I see that she likes to go on TV to basically threaten like the men kind of to say, well, I have information on people. I have this and that. And so like, wow, wow, wow. So
To a lot more people than just her.
that's right.
She,
That's right.
there's way more
Wow.
people that
Okay.
have the information too. So
Okay.
it's
So
not just her.
wow. Okay. So then when now let's go to then what happens? Like, okay, what happens? Because I think that's the moment you saw, right? When people revolt. Like what happens?
Yes.
USA when it comes out that she has been freed. And it's telling me something because I
Ugh.
actually I was looking up something just when I looked her up just before we talk as we were talking, right, to look up if there's anything new. There was something that said like expert says that the pardons don't have to be public, and that's what I got. That he may have already issued a pardon for her that's not yet public. So does it make sense? Like there's something like this. So when it
Yeah.
turns out that it's leaked that she's been pardoned, And I see that like people, and I see people like school teachers, like random people get off, they like take a day off work, they just gonna do something. The anger is so palpable. Like, and regular
It is.
people,
I feel
not
it.
political, not protesters, like regular people, especially women, but even men, like people are just like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? What the hell is wrong? Everywhere. It's like a national strike or something.
Yeah.
And I see that they're like even people, and even like saying rich people, all kinds of people calling them, like they go to their house, and I see that even like it's funny showing the Republicans, like even the wife of what's his name, the Ted Cruz, like, hello, I'm calling from the country club to tell you, Hattie, that you've been cut from our country club. You can no longer come here because your husband did nothing to stop the sex trafficker.
Yeah.
And she's like, a
Yeah.
little bit of it. No, you're not. You could just call your husband, tell him to find a spine. You better find a damn spine over here, or not letting anybody come in and do those horrible things to little girls. That's not the message I want the members of the club to get from us. This is a place for people
Yep.
who respect children. So so it's just like
Yep.
it's seeing that over, even though like of course a lot of Republicans, but something about this is just, that's it. They're like, because it's saying even those people, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, they kind of like learn how, they're like, but now no, not a no, no, no. So it's true.
It is. It
It's
triggers
true.
trauma. It's such a traumatic
That's
event.
right. And it's saying that and then I feel like a lot of the women, saying for some reason, especially the conservative women, they're like, they realize they've been gaslit this whole time. They're like, wait, but they said they were going to do something. I voted for him because he said he was going to go after the sex traffickers. And now
Yeah.
this woman, she's the worst person in the world. And he praised her. What does this say about him? What
Hmm.
does it say about what he's doing for America? So really, like really nobody. And I see that, and I see some people try to be funny and they're like fired. Even people like make jokes about it. They're like, no,
Yeah.
because enough is enough. It becomes a national thing. And so it's like, we want the list. Where's the list, President
Yeah.
Trump? Where is the name? Where are the names of the man who've been to the island? I was like, really, like people are just
Yes.
like, they're just,
Yeah.
they've had it. They've had it. So, and I see, you know how those Republicans, they could be mean and they like threaten people. But they're going to start threatening their own. Like, they're like, this is a congressman. Do you know who I am? I'm the leader of the Republicans of this camp.
Yep.
And I'm calling because we're done. You need to stop this. Go fly over to Dame Washington. Do something. And
Yeah.
it's just like people are just so upset. And wow, and and
That's,
I see that, wow, they're bored. They're putting wood on the
remember I saw
boardwalk.
the town halls, the cities,
That's
they're
right. That's right. But I see what's interesting, Gwen, is that this is a time of their vacation, right? So I see that even like Myrtle Beach, they'll talk, there's a congressman over there. Let's go talk to him. And there's people, and I see people with guns. I'm here to defend the Second Amendment, but Mister, get the hell out of here.
yeah.
Get the hell out of here. And I
Yes.
see those people with all those guns. It's kind of scary. Like,
It is a little scary. This is
no,
going
ma'am.
to
No,
trigger a
ma'am.
lot of things.
That's your husband, ma'am. Do you know what he voted for? He voted for child abuse. That's what he voted for. So I
Yeah.
see that like they're done, and they're like, honestly, they've had enough. They've had enough, and that's it. And
Hmm.
they can't go anywhere. Everywhere they're shamed. Even they go to church, and the priest's like, well, we have among us here some child. This church does not support
Yeah.
child abuse. So if he wrote it for people who are okay with child abuse, get the hell out of here. So
Yes, they're going to have to start doing that.
that's right. So, and I see they're like, oh my God, because, and I see what's fascinating to me is that those people are shocked, one, and two, it's a because it comes out finally. They thought their own voters were such idiots that they could get away with anything, and they would be like, "No, it was not me. It was Democrats. It was Democrats."
Yeah, it
They're
was
like,
the
"No, I don't see
Democrats.
no
No.
Democrats. I see you over here in front of me.
Yeah.
But you're no damn Democrat. You're no damn liberal." So, so he's just like,
Yeah.
you're just,
It's
I,
true. It's
that's it.
true.
Get the hell out. And I see that even the restaurants where they recognize him, you're not eating here. No calamari for you, sir. Something like everywhere they go again, no peace, no justice, no peace, right? And
Right.
so,
Right.
and I see that now Trump has to go. So what are they gonna do about it? Trump has to go. What's gonna happen? Trump, President Trump. So, and I see that they have to go, but he knows. Again, I see that he is a squatter. The word escaped me yesterday is a squatter. He's like they're over there squatting. No, I'm not going. And then I see again that they come. Eventually, they come and they remove him with
Yeah.
a finger. He's holding on, and they have to like, okay, so let's open one, two, three. Oh, and I even see that they may inject, like, give him pills. You know how, like, because it's so crazy. They
Yeah.
like
Nurse Ratchet's standing by.
that's
Yes,
right.
she
Like
is standing
even
by.
a dart of like some kind of like thing to like tranquilizer, animal tranquilizer, because he's like he knows no, 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 no. It's Obama. They say it's
Yeah.
Obama. It's
He's going to go into
yeah.
a rage. He's going to
That's
go into a
right. That's right. Wow. So wow. So wow. So then how? And then they're gonna say, "Oh, president had to Wow. I see that he's gonna resign. Really? Okay. Something. I feel like he's gonna have to be. I think people will know what happens. And then
Oh,
I
yeah.
see that again. I see that JD Vance is trying on a new suit. He has, and it's like, and someone counted so far. He's had 7 vacations, and he continues to live as if he were some sort of aristocrat. Right? He goes to the. I have a tailor in London. I have this. I have that. I go to he likes to go to the theater to do this, and then he's like, again. I see the image. I saw this before, right? The image of shoes, and. And then just as he thinks he's gonna go, and then he's tapped on the shoulder, sir, you have to come with us. Well, but
Yeah.
that's my residence. Do you understand? I'm the no, I'm not anymore. According to this document.
Yeah.
This is
Not anymore.
what? No, I'm sorry. Something's wrong. There's something wrong. No,
You never
no.
were.
That's right,
You never
sir.
were vice president.
That's right. I see it. We have a recording here that you didn't win, right? We know what happened with the. So is it? No, it's saying, guys, it's all right. I don't know, talking to you, Cornell, so used to saying this word, but
Yeah, it's okay.
but
We've been on a manic
that's
roll
right.
today.
It just feels like they're not. I don't know how. Okay, but that's what it. So I have a question. I know we asked about this from time to time. So how is this confirmation going to come out? They say it will come out. Don't worry about it. The point is like it's not going to continue. But I have a question. So no, but it's still because yesterday I got
Well,
to strong. No, go ahead.
well, it's the whole Ghislaine thing that starts the information to come out.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's the downfall from all that. It's the out or cause and effect kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. No, because I got that. Oh, that's right. Yesterday, I got this strong feeling again that there's nothing, the Congress is not going to do anything. It's not going to come from Congress. So it's not, no impeachment,
No.
nothing like that. It's going to come
No.
from this other thing, whatever
Yeah.
that is. But okay, can we go? I think that would be a good way to look at it. Just a Christmas. Who's going to be in the White House on Christmas? Who's going to be the president Christmas? Is it Trump going to be the president? Is Trump going to be the White House on
I don't think so.
I do feel like it could be Kamala, to be honest. I feel like
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see him there as presidency. I see her
Mhm.
her rightful place.
Right. But I see that there is something like by the time Christmas comes, it's funny because it feels festive, but almost like there had been the drama of the year was so intense that there's not a whole lot of energy to be like, oh yeah, everything. It's like very somber. I guess so happy, of course, because we don't have trash anymore. But putting the country back together.
You know what I just heard?
Mm.
We have peace. We have peace on earth.
Oh, good, 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 good. Wow,
Peace
wow,
on earth,
wonderful.
which we need, and it creates this collective. It's like we're in the middle of a big sigh.
Mm-hmm,
We have breathed in, but we haven't breathed all the way out yet.
mm-hmm,
And we're just taking some time because
mm-hmm,
everybody is exhausted. And it's not just Americans, it's the whole world.
mm-hmm.
It's exhaustion everywhere. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
collective.
interesting. I see this image of like the world rebuilding, like as if there had been a huge hurricane.
Yeah.
Things like almost like that's right, hurricane or like an abuser. If you had lived with an abuser or something and you leave, and then what is normal? We'll go back to kind of normal. What is it? But but good exhaustion, I guess. But there is just a sense of
It's exhaustion, but it is. It's like, think of it as, like you said, it's, escaping an abusive situation.
mm,
And once you're out of it, you're almost in a state of shock. You have so much to process
mm-hmm,
because you just escaped with your life out of an abusive situation.
mm-hmm,
So that takes a while for the brain to even process. That's what we're going to be going through. It feels like to me, we're all going to be processing what the hell just happened in the last 10 years. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean?
mm-hmm,
It's not
mm-hmm,
just been an overnight thing.
mm-hmm.
We've been dealing with this since 2015.
Wow.
So we have not had a moment. Think about it. Think of it about this. Since 2015, has there been a day where that man has not been in our freaking face?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's been his voice, his actions. He hasn't given us a moment's peace. Even when Biden came in and we're like, oh, thank goodness, he still didn't give us a moment's peace. So we're going to need to take a collective minute when all this is over. We
Mm,
got to get that ringing in our ears from his voice and his vibration out of our heads. We need a
mm,
collective minute to relax.
mm, mm, mm,
It feels like that to me. 2016, that's what that feels like, is that 2016 feels like we're just like
mm,
all coming out of that
mm, mm, mm,
in a good way. But it is going to take some time.
mm, mm, mm. Wow, wow, no. So that's great. I was just like reading up here the news because for the next topic
Yeah.
is the meeting of Trump and the whole Alaska thing. So, but let's just do a little pause here and then come right
Yeah.
back with with
Okay.
the mission.
Oh my God. Oh my
So,
God.
Gwen and I were just talking. I was telling her about I think a lot of you may know that yesterday, of course, there was a whole thing with DC. But what he said, there was a press conference, and he said, "Where I'm going to Russia on Friday." And people said, "Oh, he's has dementia and all that." And I said, "No, it's because Russia they have been pushing this. It's like trolling a little, but I think they mean it. They want because in 1867, the U.S. bought Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million at the time, which is probably a lot of money. So now I think they are going to try to get it back. And
Yes.
so Trump said, oh, I'm going to Russia on Friday. Like, and I don't think you're like, oh, I think he's telling us. Does it make sense? I don't think
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he's crazy. No, 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 no. That's
No.
the agenda. He believes that because he works for Russia. Like, that's the bottom line. And he wants to please them. I
Yes.
think I wouldn't. And Karina said, oh, I think he's going to give it. So, and so it's supposed to be a meeting about
Ukraine.
The Ukraine war.
Yeah.
Zelensky hasn't even been invited. Nobody's taking it seriously, but Russia has a lot to gain from propaganda purposes, right?
Right.
So what is, like, we can ask why? Okay, so why? Okay, let's see. Is it not updating? Why? Okay, why did Trump? Let's just ask straight up. Why did Trump say he is going? I honestly don't think it was a dementia thing. I think it's that his goal is to please Russia, right?
Of course, he's
And
so
to
Putin.
give, right, to give whatever they want, because he does. I think mentally he's an agent. His loyalty is to Russia. I mean, I don't have no doubts.
Of course.
So of course it would make sense that he would like to give them Alaska or whatever.
Exactly. And what a
So
better distraction
that's
at
right.
the time.
So
What
what?
a better distraction.
That's right. So why did Trump say he's going to Russia? He said no, because it's Russian. It was, it was Russia always, and then suddenly we just, we took it from them. How unfair! He says, how unfair.
Yeah, yeah.
It
We're
belongs
going
to
to give it
them.
back. We're going
That's
to give
right.
it back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God. Oh
So
my God.
so okay. So tell me, what is going to happen? No. So I still, do you see this meeting happening? First of all, is it really going to happen? Is because is Putin really going to show up to Alaska? I think I think it'll be like, for him, it's like, oh, it's a show to show that we own the president of the U.S.
Yeah. It's the goal. However it happens, that's his goal, is to hand Alaska over to Russia.
Okay, but the question is the meeting going to happen? Do you see it happening? Like, it doesn't make sense, because it would be a huge propaganda win for Putin.
To be there, yes.
Do you see it happening?
I don't get, honestly, I'm not getting either way.
What I'm getting, that like the military is gonna be like, because they're gonna bring, they're gonna bring some sort of spy, but they're gonna bring all kinds of like shady stuff in. And I see that the military is gonna be like behind the scenes, nope, you can't do that. You can't come here. You can't, like, they're gonna want something, like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something more than that, than just, doesn't make sense. They want to put a Russian flag on the ground. There's something like this. And
yeah.
do you,
just doesn't go well at all. Yeah. It's like he's trying to, there is a plane trying to land. I can't tell if it's Putin or Trump, to be honest. It's just not giving that to me. But I do feel like there is going to be an announcement. So I am taking more to the outcome than I am if it's going to happen or not, because whether it happens, whether Putin shows up or not, I don't think that's going to matter.
mm-hmm.
He's still going to try to do the same thing. So I'm getting more the outcome.
Which is
going to try to hand Russia over to Putin.
Russia, okay, Alaska.
Alaska over to Putin, saying, well, we owe this to him. It's his. It's his.
Because what I ultimately also think I saw yesterday, that the good thing about this, if anything, is that I see that things are moving in the direction that we always saw, which is that he's going to go to the military, try to help. We need to help Russia. Since we give so much to Ukraine, now it's time to help Russia. So it goes, I think it, so.
Which would be the perfect time to put that hand on his shoulder, get him the heck out of there.
Yeah, I feel like something is up with, it could be there's a ship that won't, like, something doesn't quite happen. There's too many, they close the waters, different countries close waters. It could be something like this, like it doesn't quite happen the way that they wanted. But I think it's saying he's already talking Russian propaganda, because that's what it is. It's Russian propaganda. And I see Lisa Murkowski being like, it's my state. I'm not moving to Russia. It's not Russia. So, but it's saying that's the goal for Russians, right? Is to start to prepare Americans for, like, like a Russia thing. But I think they do a propaganda win, but I don't see
I don't see it taking effect.
No, but I don't think, first of all, I don't think it actually happens. Like,
Mm-mm.
like that he actually, that it becomes, no, because I don't think it's not, so that's not going to work like that.
Yeah.
One. Two, I feel like I just see that the meeting is like, it could be delayed or postponed, but he will make some sort of announcement about the whole, or he could go there and not show, something like that. But he will make an announcement about this whole thing. And
Yeah.
this was a trial balloon when he was talking about it, like, see, so getting people prepared for like for that, because Russia is our friend or something. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's right. But I see it. It's funny. I see these Russians trying to come in or coming in, being slapped. So it's not going to be. But it's saying America has to see how much she likes Russia. So this is in some ways important historically.
And
Because
also how
why,
close they get.
that's right. You see, why would a president of the US give some land to Russia like that? Try to
Right.
give, right? It makes no sense other than he works for them.
Yeah.
So that's
Honestly, to me, that actually feels really kind of, it feels actually good. It feels way better than what I felt earlier, because to me, that's a step in the direction of getting him out, because you can't hand over a piece of our country.
no, no.
No, 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 not. And meanwhile, as Colbert would say, he's freeing a monster at the same time
Mm-hmm.
that causes this trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. You think I was lit up before?
Mm. Wow.
Just feels like, oh hell
Mm.
no.
Mm.
So, it's a whole distraction thing. It's a whole thing, but it creates people in America moving in the direction we need them to move in, which is to take this mother out. We got to get this done.
Wow. Okay. So, oof,
The way
okay.
we look at it.
Wow. Okay. Very, very good. Okay. So, but that's about it, right, Karina, for today. That's intense, but good.
Ooh,
But
I
it
don't know
feels
if
like
I can
we're
handle
moving in the right.
anymore.
It's like it's moving towards disaster, but we're also moving towards the end. That's what it feels like,
Yes. Yeah,
So,
it does. It does. That's why it feels so chaotic. It's crazy. It's a mess. It just, the energy's all over the place, because it's coming to that
mm,
end point, feels like. So everybody's trying everything.
wow.
That's what it feels like to me. Everybody who can try something is trying it to
Mm, mm,
save themselves, free themselves, whatever they can do.
mm. Wow. Okay. So, okay. Wow. Very good. Okay, Karina. So, okay. So, thank you for.
Ooh,
It was great. The dance. I'm a little
yes,
hungry.
it
Want to eat something?
was intense.
Oh. Okay. So, all right. So, still on. Still recording.
Oh, good. Okay.
So,
Scared me for a second, because
what's
remember
that?
you said remind me, and I don't know if I reminded you, but we're recording, right? Yes.
Yeah, we were. We were. It's okay. I didn't
Okay.
say anything. Yeah. So,
All
anything
right.
compromising? No, no. I think so. So, all right. Okay. So, okay. So it was nice to do this video together, and
Yeah.
see you guys soon. Okay. Thanks for
Yep.
watching. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.